Hey everyone. For today's topic, I want to share with you a mindset tip that will help you deal with rejection. So often people tend to undersell their own value and they take things really personally and feel like they're worthless and unlovable because of getting rejected. But here's the thing, if you work on yourself, now, if you watch my videos, I imagine you do, but if you work on yourself, you should realize that immediately makes you a better option than most people out there who don't work on themselves. Even if someone just by pure luck is in a slightly better place in life than you and maybe has a slightly better personality, if they're not consciously choosing to become a better person over time, then at some point you'll surpass them because you're making that commitment to grow and evolve as a person. So, knowing this, if you choose to work on yourself and become a better person over time, then you truly are going to be a great partner option for many people out there. So if you get rejected by someone, rather than internalizing it and feeling horrible about yourself and thinking, woe is me, instead, simply think you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Because is that proverb? Is that the right word? That proverb holds true here because yeah, I mean, you could be the best option available for someone, but that doesn't mean they're going to choose you, right? It all depends on how the other person views you and if their judgment is clouded or they haven't worked on themselves enough to be able to tell when someone good is in front of them. They'll have no trouble letting you go and they may not even realize how big of a mistake that was. But that's not on you, right? That's on them for not having worked on themselves enough to know when they've met a great option. I mean, I even think back to my past, and there were times before I was consciously working on myself where I met some awesome women, and I didn't quite understand how rare they were at the time because I just didn't have the perspective needed to know that. So I let them go, and it was probably a bit of a mistake, but whatever, there's no point regretting the past because you can't go back there and change things. But this is what I'm talking about. Usually, people are only going to know if you're a great option for them if they have done some inner work themselves, because that inner work allows you to spot it in other people. It allows you to notice qualities that someone has that makes them a better option than most people out there. So many people you encounter haven't done that inner work. They just haven't. So they're not going to know if you're a good choice for them, even if you are someone who focuses on your own personal development. So yeah, just take that mentality of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's all there is to it. So try not to internalize rejection because it doesn't say all that much about you. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are always things we can improve and whatnot, but if you're working on yourself, you're already pretty much a catch for most people out there. So continue improving yourself, but don't beat yourself up over little things that naturally happen. We're all human beings here. We're all going to slip up at times. I've said things to women that made me appear like a fool, and later on I laughed about it rather than feeling all bad about myself, like, oh my god, I wish I would have said the right thing. Nah, here's the thing. For little mistakes like that, they're not going to make a difference for the right person. Like, things like that will only ever reveal that someone isn't a good option for you because the right person is going to understand that you're human. They're not going to expect perfection of you. They're going to laugh if you say things that may be a bit, I don't even know the proper word here, but basically if you like slip up, they're not going to hold it against you. They're not going to immediately think you're, I don't know, insert whatever negative adjective here. Basically, my point is the right person, they're not going to care so much, that they're not going to expect you to be perfect all the time. In fact, they'll maybe even like you more for showing that you're human and for making those little mistakes, for finding them so attractive that you become nervous or whatever it may be. So don't worry about being perfect all the time on your dates with other people. So long as you're working on yourself, that's really all that matters. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. I truly hope that you enjoyed this mindset tip for rejection. It's just all about basically recognizing that if you're working on yourself, you're likely going to be a catch for many people. So if someone can't recognize that, well, what can you do, right? Going back to that proverb, you can lead a horse to water, can't make it drink. So you could be the best option available for someone, but if they can't recognize that, basically doesn't matter, but that means that they're not the right person for you anyway. So just pick yourself up, move on, and keep working on yourself and making your life awesome. So that's all I have for you guys. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. I'm talking too fast for my own good here. But if you like the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up on it. That actually really helps me out, especially because people who don't like the videos for whatever reason, they're far more likely to downvote it than people who like the video are to thumbs up it. So yeah, please thumbs up the videos. If you enjoy them, it definitely helps. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.